makes it hard for the average immigrant business owner. It makes it hard for the average Black business owner, because it does create this cloud of suspicion. You know, even you'll have people go to restaurants, coffee shops, with their cameras harassing all of these business owners
and daycares
and
right?
daycare centers.
Congressman, I think when Nick Shirley went to the daycare center, there were no kids there, just a missing letter. But what do you make of Congresswoman Ilhan Omar? She's worried that perhaps migrants might not feel as comfortable committing fraud with increased scrutiny. I can't imagine you're very sympathetic.
No, Ilhan Omar is a complete fraud. It's amazing what kind of a con artist this woman is. She goes on national TV and she tries to play the victim and she tries to sound reasonable. And in reality, she's one of the most hateful, racist anti-Semites you're going to meet. This woman was right at the center of the Somali fraudsters that resulted in anywhere from $9 billion or more in fraud in my state. And now she's trying to suggest that somehow, you know, they are being impacted. They're being impacted by her. They're being impacted by these Democrats who have allowed the fraudsters to run wild in my state. And by the way, when we talk about Ms. Omar, I mean, she went from $65,000 net worth that she was reporting on her congressional disclosures to reporting over $30 million in net worth in just a few years. And guess what? Now she comes out and says, oh, that was a mistake on our disclosures. I just took a quick look at it and missed it. You know, not only should her accountant be fired, but that girl should be fired, and she does not deserve to be in Congress. Quite frankly, if she is discovered to be involved in any of this fraud personally, that she benefited from it, even by her actions of promoting it and trying to resist investigations, she should be held accountable to the fullest extent.
Congressman, you juxtapose this fraud issue that has been a huge problem in your state, and then you look at the governor of your state, who is abroad trashing the president, trashing the war effort against the Death to America regime. He said, quote, "We've got a feeble-minded, trigger-happy president who plunges into a war where there was no threat present." He said we need to call that what it is, fascism or fascism curious. You've got that, what he's saying to a foreign audience, then the fraud happening under his nose in his own state.
Congressman, I'm not sure that you heard my colleague Guy Benson. He's having some technical issues, but
I did.
What he's referring to, of course, is Governor Tim Walz. I'm sure you saw that embarrassing display in Spain. What's your response?
Well, first off, Tim Walz, nobody wants to hear from him in this country, which is why he's over in Spain. He's looking for anyone who will give him 10 minutes to voice his ridiculous opinions. Tim Walz, this is a guy who lied about his military record. This is a guy who lied about something as stupid as when he was at Tiananmen Square and got caught on national TV. Look, by the way, when he was caught, you guys might remember his response was something to the effect, well, you know, I grew up in a small town and sometimes I'm a bit of a knucklehead. Ladies and gentlemen, being a knucklehead is no excuse for being a liar. This guy is a pathological liar. There's nothing that comes out of his mouth that is truth. And in this case, when we talk about what President Trump and our American military are doing, it is amazing to me. Considering the size, the scope, the depth of this enemy, the fact that they have accomplished what they have. I mean, we've lost 13 of our service members, which is a tragedy. One of them is a tragedy. But if you look at what they have accomplished, over 11,000 bombings of destroying infrastructure and putting these Iranians, who are the chief sponsor of terror around the world and have killed more Americans than any other terrorist group in the world, what we have done is simply phenomenal. And yet you got to listen to people like this liar, this proven liar and self-admitted liar, suggesting that our kids are not being successful over in Iran. It's pathetic. There's a reason pretty soon even Europe will say, hey, this guy isn't worth having in for a cup of coffee.
You know, they could have him, though, if he wanted to move there. I don't think I would protest. I don't think you would either. Congressman Tom Emmer, thank you so much for joining us.
I got a GoFundMe page. We'll send it tomorrow. Yeah.
Thanks for coming on.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.